So my photography career consisted of several years mostly shooting people. I used to love shooting expressions and emotions, and always tended to stay away from landscapes, as I just never thought I would find landscapes engaging enough. So you would find me shooting, dancers or, stage performances, weddings, all sorts of parties, and that's the type of photography I was mostly known for. Then, of course, I tried some landscape photography and instantly got hooked. So now I'm shooting just as many landscapes as I do people, particularly nowadays, thanks to COVID-19. Thanks very much. As a landscape photographer, you're shooting all sorts of locations, and there's nothing quite as interesting as when you find out about somewhere you hadn't heard of and hadn't been before, and you head off for a new adventure. So I've shot several waterfalls around the greater Sydney area, and if waterfalls are your thing, make sure you check out the channel, because there's several videos on some of the waterfalls that we've been to. Sydney plays host to quite a variety of waterfalls up in the north and the central coast, out in the west in the Blue Mountains area, and also down south. There's several waterfalls in the south side as well. Some quite easy to get to, some quite difficult to get to. So we've done a fair amount of hiking to get in and out of waterfalls and get some shots. Anyway, of course, Sydney sits down on the eastern seaboard there of Australia. Greater Sydney has on the north side an area called Terrey Hills, and that's host to Upper Gledhill Falls, which is where we're going today. You can see where the river sort of runs under the road here, and if you're going to visit Upper Gledhill Falls, you would park just where this arrow is. Be really careful of cyclists, and there's lots down this hill in the morning, and also some speeding cars in the morning too. So here we go. Well, good morning. You can almost see me down here. I'm perched on a rock down at Gledhill Falls. We're in Terrey Hills, just on the north side of Sydney, and it's about 6:30 in the morning, so we wanted to get that very low sunlight coming through the trees and onto the falls themselves. Just looking absolutely gorgeous right now. A little bit of a climb down, but not too bad. Beautiful little pool. I can imagine this place gets quite popular in summertime. People in for a swim. The falls are looking really nice. There hasn't been an awful lot of rainfall lately, so it's not huge right at the moment, but there's enough water to make a nice scene. So what I've done is we've got a really bright sky behind the falls right now. I've got a graduated filter on, so okay, let's get this shot here. Just a wide shot of the whole scene. Some nice light on it. Okay, let's check this one out. Right, okay, so that was a landscape shot of the whole scene. Now what we're going to do is just turn the camera, so I'm now in portrait mode. I've just tilted the graduated filter just very slightly to the left, because I've got the bright sky slightly in the top left corner of the frame, but I've zoomed in on the waterfall itself, and I'm doing a 5-shot bracket scene again, just to make sure we've captured the whole sort of dynamic range. So let's get this one in the bag and check this one out. Hi again. So I've just moved around the falls a little bit, so we're just going to set up facing directly towards the actual waterfall itself. Right now I'm on a horizontal landscape style shot here. Slightly different perspective. The light's amazing. We've got just different dappled light across the falls itself. Looking amazing. Okay, so my shutter speed right now is about 2 seconds. I'm at f9. Just to make sure I've got everything fully in focus. And okay, let's get this one in the bag. Check this one out. So probably last shot of the day. Spun the polarizer, so we've got a little bit of reflection on the water here. We're doing a portrait shot. I've zoomed in a little bit on the falls themselves on the 1635, and what I've just done is I've just flash up bracketed again because the sky is really quite bright, so we might have to bring in a darker sky from the darker shot. So 5-shot bracket, last shot of the day. What a beautiful place. All done. Let's check this one out. So this is really now the last shot of the day. I've just walked along to the very end of the falls here, and just at the end of the path there's this amazing tree with this really dramatic looking sort of root structure here. So I've set the camera up in a portrait mode, pointed the lens way down so we can capture all these amazing roots. Waterfall in the background, all lit up by the sun, just looking spectacular. I am 5-shot bracketing again so that we can try and bring that sky down a little because the sky is very bright at the moment. So okay, let's see how this one turns out. This might be my favourite shot of the day. Let's check it out. Such an amazing location, and incredible we've got so many of these places so close to the city itself. Anyway, let me know what was your favourite shot in the comments below. I think I probably know what mine was. I've got quite a lot of content coming up in the next few weeks. I've just completed a trip out to Central West New South Wales, visited some amazing locations there, and also did a night shoot around Sydney itself, so lots of shots coming your way from that too. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you like this kind of content. If you ring that little bell next to the subscription button, you'll get notified when the next one comes up. Okay, that's it for this week. See you in the next one. Cheers.